Thank you. MAXUN Solar is a game changer for the solar industry. We are a company that comes to the mature market, the solar market. Basically, what we do is we are the first company to deliver dual axis tracking on the roof. That by doing that we I'm sorry, we doubled the output and the energy capture from the roof. So this is our, should be in presentation mode. In this video, you see that we do a low profile dual axis tracking. Sorry about that. With 60-degree tilt in every direction. So this is our core technology, which is the dual axis tracking. Predicated on that, we will have two products: the iPyramid 1P, which is the electric-only system that gives you 50% more energy from the same rooftop to a full 2 times more energy. And later on, we'll have the cogeneration system, which is gives you simultaneously electricity and thermal energy at 3 times and a half the standard fixed tilt solutions that are done right now. The team is I have 30 years of experience, 15 years of which in the solar business. I'm the president of an EPC company that catered to residential, commercial, and utility scale. We know the solar business inside out from the financial and the customer needs. Our CTO is Dr. Bruno Rocha. He's a professor of mechanical engineering, and he was the key behind the full integrated solution. We have an extended team of legal, intellectual property, and marketing, and we have an astute advisory board that are very active in the company. The iPyramid 1P, I'm going to get to the products. So it's a turnkey solution that comes fully to our customers. It includes, it utilizes standard solar panels, but the only advantage is we have our own what's called chip, shade mitigation chip. It's a turnkey solution that generates, like I said, 2 times more energy from the same rooftop. So where is the advantage is this is solar is very local in nature. The iPyramid 1P generates 80% more energy in Ottawa than standard solar. So it costs 30% more, yet it gives you 30% less kilowatt hour cost, and that's what's most important. We address not just the electricity side, the increased energy side, but our next product, which is the iPyramid 1C, addresses the escalating carbon price of natural gas. Natural gas buildings emit 40% of all carbon, and that's due in large to natural gas. And with that, so the iPyramid 1P is a different product, is a concentrating product that is built on proven technology and cells that are used currently on satellites. They are 40% efficient compared to the 20% solar panel technology. And with that, we would capture 35% electricity and 50% thermal. So 2 products, both different flavors. And the first one to go is the iPyramid 1P. We have 2 granted patents and 1 pending, very important one right now for international.
45 seconds.
Wow. So our model is to make the system and sell it. Okay. So with having third-party suppliers, our model is to make 50 cents to 75 cents per watt. And we have 10x sales plan. And the most important is we have currently 1 megawatt order from Enbridge, which is the largest gas supplier in Canada, with another small order to be fulfilled in Q4 2022. Our exit strategy is to reach the 1,000 megawatt at $500 to $750 million earnings we are looking at the company valuation of $10 to $20 billion. We are seeking $2.8 million in equity, and to fulfill that one first order that's coming our way and close and the next 10 megawatt.
Time is up.
Sounds good.
And that's 10 to 20 million for the valuation, right?
Yes, the valuation. Yes. Basically, it's 10%. We're talking 2.8 for 10%. Yeah, $20 million valuation.
Awesome. Let me pull in our investor panelists and let them take it away. Jonas, you want to kick things off this time?
Yes, thanks so much, Raid, for the presentation. I have several questions. Some of them you mentioned quickly already in the presentation, but first, IP. Have you developed the IP yourself? You said you were holding patents. Could you just elaborate a little bit further? What kind of like what is the patent, which technology exactly is patented in future, and where is it registered again?
Okay, so the first two patents are registered in Canada, and all patents are developed by us, and they are owned by us. So the first two patents they talk about, they were granted 2012, and therefore the last patent is our most critical patent, because that's the one we want to take internationally, and part of the funding is gonna go forward for taking the IP public as well, not public, sorry, international. So it covers the full mechanism. This is where our advantage is. We're the first company to deliver modular dual axis tracking with deep angle tracking, and this is extremely important. So, and we want to protect this in North America and worldwide. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, definitely. Then I would have another one regarding go-to-market. Maybe you could elaborate a bit further on what's your beachhead at the moment. You mentioned a pilot customer. I would have thought it might be B2B commercial real estate, for instance. And also, what's your marketing strategy there? Because in the end, I mean, you worked yourself in the solar space for quite a while, so you're competing for the same customer, I would argue.
Definitely. Thank you. That's an excellent question. Basically, what we want to do is we want to become just a manufacturer. My experience from the solar is, being an installer and how we know about products and so on and new products. So at the end of the model is we want to be a supplier of equipment. So just an equipment supplier. There could be another company which is, which is going to do the energy as a service. Okay, but one company, MAXUN, is going to focus on making the systems and selling the systems. So how are we going to sell them? Initially, the model is direct sales to B2B, but until we reach about the 10 megawatt, 100 megawatt range. But then it's the distribution, just like we do right now, under my other APC company, we buy from distribution and directly from manufacturers, whether it's racking, panels, or inverters, and so on. So the only thing is our system is a complete turnkey solution. So it's one system that you buy and you install. Okay, did I answer your question?
Yeah, I think we could elaborate further, but maybe a last question from my side. Do you have on-site data points on the efficiency gain you're advertising?
Definitely. Okay, so right now, the solar panels, the first 10 kilowatts is coming out in the next, like I said, in Q2 22, okay, which is in the next 2 to 3 months. So this is our first 10 kilowatt, and the next order is 1 megawatt. We've completed the mechanical engineering system, complete with mechanical, software, and electronics. So the data comes from simulation data, our own simulation data, and existing certified tools of simulation. On the iPyramid 1P, on the code generation, we got certification from third party on the single cell and on the thermal from University of Ottawa. Okay. So that has to be combined into the full two products.
You guys have, so What's the warranty you guarantee the customers? Like, for how many years do you ensure that the product is going to work?
We're going to offer very similar what the market is expecting. Generally speaking, on solar panels right now, it ranges. Some companies is 12%, 12 years, and the others they do 20. So for us, the iPermit 1P is basically we use third-party manufactured panels that are guaranteed by them. We only guarantee the mechanical system. The mechanical system utilizes automotive technology, so and it basically does a small turn every day. So it's a very and it's designed to live. It'll live for 40 years according to our simulations. So that's the inverter is also a third-party item. So but we combine all these in one bundled solution that is guaranteed into the standard solar market to acceptable standards. Okay.
And then you source the panels in China, I guess, or?
Initially, yes. Okay, initially, yes, for the first small amounts, but after that, we're going to bring that in-house because it's not a major capex to set up a solar panel manufacturing.
Okay.
Our solar panels are 3x3, so it's a very and it has our own wiring basically to mitigate shading.
And then one more question for the energy output. Is there a way you can directly funnel it into your let's say wiring system in the company, or do you have to fill it into the grid first?
We are just like any solar system that is being installed. So it's either you net meter or how we use the energy. It's according to your lake. So you can store it in batteries. You can do anything. You can convert to heat. One of the main thing we are focusing on and what we see from our customers, not just Enbridge and all the others, is the fact that everybody wants to displace the carbon footprint of natural gas. So heat is industrial applications and building heat for buildings.
Nice.
Okay, so and this is where our cogenerate solution is very attractive to a lot of end users.
Do you see any problems with the supply chain shortages right now, or do you have them? Okay. It's getting just better. I mean, things are taking longer and the cost of shipping. Therefore, our manufacturing is going to be in North America, where we take advantage of the Biden announced. So we can have 100% made in North America. So we are a formidable solution to that can take advantage of all the funding that is available, $370 billion. Cool, thank you.
How do you have maintenance costs weighed into the system itself? The more moving parts, the more complicated it is, especially I don't know if you guys have done studies in the Northeast where it snows, but it snows and it freezes. How does that work with MAXUN?
Absolutely, this is an excellent question. Our existing system has been on the roof for the past 2 years. So the only moving system that is the motors, actually, 2 motors per unit. So our system actually, it's an advantage for us to be in northern climates, especially where there is snow. Generally speaking, solar panels they get covered by 1 inch or 2 inches of snow, and they're out of they don't generate anything. The cogenerate solution tilts 60 degrees, we knock off snow. At the same time, it's 18 inches above ground, so we are not prone to snow accumulations, mild snow accumulations. We had a massive tornado. The system is still running this summer. And at the same time, we had a 50-centimeter dump in Ottawa of snow, and that covered the system. So, but for mild snow accumulations, our system has that extra advantage in colder climates. In terms of what could go wrong, the only thing is, or the moving parts, and there is no maintenance. It's a standard maintenance on solar. So we have, like I said, each unit has 2 motors. They're guaranteed by the suppliers to us for 10 years. And they are very easy to replace. And replacing parts on a flat rooftop is a much easier deal than, let's say, on a slanted rooftop or something like that. So and we will as we become our volumes increase, we will negotiate a 20-year replacement cost on the motors, and they should last because we only do a very small rotations every 15 seconds. It's a small tick actually that tracks the sun.
Does that prevent them potentially from freezing then if they are constantly in motion?
They don't freeze actually. There is no freezing. They've been running in Canada in minus 30 degrees Celsius for 2 years now. So we have that data about how they perform, and with the cogeneration, as a matter of fact, even if there is an ice storm, which is ice accumulation, we bring back the thermal energy into the system to defrost the system, for example.
Okay. And now I want you to answer this next one immediately off the cuff. Elon comes to you tomorrow and offers you $100 million to buy the company. What do you say?
We'll think about it. Well, 100 million. I mean, we know at 1,000 megawatt, and the market is 250,000 megawatts. So if we achieve 1,000 megawatts, the company should be valued at 10 to 20 billion dollars if we take the company public. So it would be that's a tough question, Matt. That's a tough question. Definitely, I want to take the company all the way to full IPO if we can. Okay, that's my aim, is to make it happen. I know we have the experience to sell and the manufacturing and the know-how to make it happen.
What's your weakness then?
Weakness is weakness. Supply chain is one of the weaknesses, and that's why we have to bring it home. So we're working on that. Again, we have to move away from ordering stuff in China. So manufacturing of aluminum and steel, we already Alcoa in between Canada and the US, right at the border. That's where our factory is going to be. So that's our plan to address supply chain. Okay. And of course, sourcing out people as well. This is one main thing. Right now, we are just gearing up to increase with this round of investment, is to beef up our management team.
Awesome. Well, thanks for presenting. Any other questions from our panelists?
I'll ask one question, and that's in regards to investors. So what would you see as suitable investors coming in to this round to finance you? Because this is very much execution play, right? As you mentioned, so supply chain and maintenance that Matt mentioned, and obviously it's infrastructure build out. So whom do you see as suitable investors here?
We right now we're looking for equity investors. Our minimum round, I mean, it's the $2.8 million. So equity, whether that is family investors, whether that is a VC as well. We are open to any investors, even angels. We prefer to have $250,000 investments and the smallest. Okay, so we don't have a large pool of investors, but generally somebody, maybe there's a strategic investor as well. That would be ideal as well. And in the solar panel manufacturing as well. So yeah.
Oh, clear. Thank you.
Even automotive industry, there could be a strategic part, because we're going to make a lot of, all our parts are, on the tracking is metal and gearing and so on. So, which is very simple, by the way. So, but it's, patented, and we want to make it, that's going to be made by third party. So it could be a strategic partnership with a metal manufacturer.